Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, the go-to place for authoritative information and strategies on special needs, learning disabilities, and disorders, especially ADHD. This video is the third in a series that will provide an understanding of the importance of music for a child with ADHD. In this series, we'll be covering the benefits of listening to music, an action plan to discover the kind of music that is best for your child with ADHD, and the benefits of making music along with famous musicians who have been successful in living with ADHD. My team and I have researched extensively to provide parents, teachers, and caregivers with helpful tools and strategies during this crisis. We will cover information by esteemed and authoritative resources like the Child Mind Institute, the World Health Organization or WHO, the National Institute of Mental Health, NIMH, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, chat.org, understood.org, and WebMD. We will also be sharing resources, tools, and strategies that were recommended by leading experts in the field during our ADHD and Middle School Summit hosted in January 2020. For example, Dr. Edward Ornette Hallowell, world-renowned speaker and New York Times best-selling author of over 20 books on ADHD. Dr. Peg Dawson, prolific best-selling author and leading authority in the field of ADHD. Dylan Taylor-Cowles and Diane Dempster, co-founders of one of the most successful blogs on ADHD, Impact ADHD. Melissa Orlov, founder of ADHDmarriage.com, award-winning author and leader on how ADHD affects relationships. Cindy Goldbridge, founder of PTS Coaching, author, speaker, and coach. Mr. Daniel Kramarski, a teacher and school administrator who has ADHD and over 30 years of experience in education, as well as over 20 years parenting kids with ADHD. Leslie Joselle, the principal of Order Out of Chaos, speaker, coach, and the creator of award-winning academic planner, a tool for time management, and many other world-class experts in the field of ADHD. These resources have been used by thousands of families to help both parents and kids living with ADHD. But as both a medical and health disclaimer, I am not a doctor, and this video does not provide medical or health advice. It is intended for informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Never ignore professional medical advice or seeking treatment because of something you have heard on this YouTube channel or from SmartCourse as a whole. If you think you may have a medical emergency, immediately call your doctor or dial 911. ADHD patient symptoms vary significantly, so it is extremely important to speak with your physician or medical professional in order to come up with a tailored approach that works specifically for you and your child. That being said, and all things being clear, let's go over what this video will cover. Today, we'll be discussing the benefits of music training on learning, and we'll also be covering the famous music who have been successful in living with ADHD. Believe it or not, music education can make students get better test scores. Parents and educators have long assumed that exposure to music is good for children, but do you know how it specifically benefits your children's academic performance? A recent study finds that elementary school children who studied an instrument for at least 18 months not only did better on tests of memory, planning, reasoning, focus, and self-control, they also significantly outperformed non-musical peers on arithmetic, language, and IQ tests. Then let us see how it works. Music can improve children's cognitive skills. Please imagine your child is learning an instrument. It would require several cognitive processes. For playing an instrument, you need to plan, have motor control, remember, exercise patience, and understand the emotions behind the music. That's a lot. Children can also gain the ability to overcome the difficulties they would face in their learning, because learning a musical instrument combines all three learning behaviors: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And this type of comprehensive interaction ends up engaging more than one neural pathway through a variety of sensory channels, allows them to overcome learning hurdles. Besides, in this process of making their notes on an instrument, your child gets shared excitement, confidence, and confirmation of success, which are going a long way toward building the self-esteem needed for lifelong pursuits. Music training is also related to reducing ADHD symptoms. A recent study provided an intense and brief period of orchestral music training to a group of school-age children and found that it can facilitate the development of inhibition control by modulating the levels of self-reported hyperactivity, which is an important symptom in ADHD. For those who have an inattentive type of ADHD, music can also help. The results from an experiment have shown that children with ADHD could track time longer with the musical notes have longer durations. That means music can positively modulate the symptoms of inattention in ADHD. By relieving those symptoms, children can improve their focus on tasks and keep emotional stable so that they are able to put enough energy on their learning assignments with better academic results. Now, we all know the benefits of music. Then how do parents turn our child onto music? First, you have to start early. One recent study found that 9-month-old babies taught to type out rhythms in time with music showed improvements in brain's region associated with detecting patterns and processing language. If your child is older, then try to let them listen to music, play an instrument between ages 5 and 12 when the brain is rapidly changing. Second, stick with it because some benefits such as heightened academic test scores don't kick in until after a child has played it for a year. Finally, don't discriminate. Ask your child what instrument and what genre they're most interested in. No matter what instrument they play, the benefits are similar. We've learned all the benefits of learning music. Now let's go through the famous musicians who have been successful in living with ADHD. Adam Levine, the singer-songwriter of hit machine Maroon 5, was diagnosed with ADHD as a teenager but never let his ADHD symptoms come between him and his music. Solange Knowles, Soul Train Award winner who began writing songs at age 9 and has been a fierce solo musician today. She was diagnosed with ADHD twice and became an outspoken advocate for ADHD. While I am the 7-time Grammy Award-winning recording artist who has found a way to make his ADHD work for him through music. He makes music serve as his ADHD therapy and helps him bring control to his thoughts while keeping his mind focused. According to their experiences, we can feel the power of music. Lastly, I hope every child and parents can become positively influenced by these success stories. For an expert-curated list of resources from our past summit and videos, in particular, Attitude Max article, The 8 Best Songs for Growing ADHD Brains, please visit the link in the description. In our upcoming video series, we'll be discussing how to improve your child with ADHD social skills. To make sure you are as prepared as you can be, I want you to hit the notification bell below and join our newsletter because we'll be sharing much more resources on how to help your family cope better with ADHD, both at school and at home. If you like this video, please don't forget to like it and let us know what you liked or would you like to see more in the comments below. The more people like, subscribe, click the bell, and comment, the more people will see this kind of content on YouTube. And we know some people could really use the help. If you haven't watched our series about ADHD and summer, click the annotation on the top right of your screen to watch those videos. We'll be sharing information about upcoming videos and events on this YouTube channel and exclusive deals on our newsletters. So again, hit the notification bell and the subscribe button under this video and sign up for our newsletter using the link in the description to get early access and exclusive deals on our new resources. For even more specific information, step-by-step guides, and access to professionals who can help you through this process, please sign up for our online course or summit using the link in the description. We share tons of expert-vetted resources on parenting and education for differently able kids, just like kids with ADHD, so make sure to check out our previous videos and subscribe to our channel to receive notifications for videos to come. As always, I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you for watching and see you soon.